Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. So a few weeks ago, we got the news that the Amazing World of Gumball movie, Batman Caped Crusader, among a few others, were being cancelled for HBO Max in favor of shopping them around to other networks or other streaming services. And we actually have a little bit of an update on this situation, specifically a report on the shopping around of these shows, or at least one of these shows, and how it's looking good for that series to actually come out. So it turns out that Batman Caped Crusader is apparently, and I would say unsurprisingly, receiving heavy interest from different streaming service providers, including Apple, Hulu, and Netflix, among others. It looks like Batman Caped Crusader could end up on Apple TV Plus, Hulu, or Netflix, which, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's gonna be a pretty weird sight to see a Batman show on potentially Apple TV Plus, or Hulu, or Netflix. It's gonna be a weird sight to see, but it looks like that show is receiving some pretty heavy interest, which, like I said before, not very surprising. Batman is a major property, so these streaming platforms are going to want to lock down getting this show, because it's gonna, look, I'll tell you right now, whatever streaming service gets Batman Caped Crusader, I will subscribe to that streaming service just to watch Batman Caped Crusader. That's why they want it, that's why they're trying to buy it, because they know there's people like me who will literally subscribe just to see this one series. And the thing that's interesting about this situation is I think it further kind of reveals to us what Warner Brothers Discovery is trying to do right now. Warner Brothers Discovery is selling the rights to air this show because it's going to make them more money as opposed to them airing it on HBO Max or on Cartoon Network, which is a little bit interesting because at that point I kind of begin to question, why are you even having a channel or having a streaming service in general? Like, if your whole business strategy is to make as much money as possible with these series, and you're doing that by selling them off to your competitors, then why even bother having your own platform? What I'm trying to say is, at that point, why doesn't Warner Brothers Discovery just become a production studio and that's it? A good comparison I can think of is like in the video game space, right? There are a lot of game developers that obviously don't own their own game platforms, such as Bandai Namco or like Square Enix or other developers like that. They make their games to then have them be on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and or PC. So why not just have Warner Brothers Discovery essentially do that? Just become an independent studio that doesn't have their own platform to put these shows on to then sell them to the highest bidder. I don't think they're going to go down that path. I think what they're doing is they're just trying to recoup as much money as possible right now, because they're apparently $55 billion in debt, which is that's a lot of money there. So I think what they're trying to do is, by canceling a lot of the shows they're currently canceling and selling the rights to some of the ones that are in production, I think they're just trying to get as much money as they possibly can to get themselves out of debt. And then once that happens, the bigger question will be, if they, hypothetically speaking, let's say get them out of their $55 billion worth of debt over the next few years, what does the future then hold for Warner Brothers Discovery? Are they going to then go back to putting all their, new programs or past programs on their own platforms, whether it be Cartoon Network, another channel, or HBO Max, or whatever the replacement to HBO Max is, since that streaming service is apparently going away and going to be merged with Discovery Plus, which, by the way, I have a feeling they're just going to call it HBO Max Discovery Plus. Like, they're going to come up with some stupid name like that and call it a new streaming service, when in reality it's the same service just combined together. But that's besides the point. What is the future going to hold for Warner Bros. Discovery? Are they going to go back to, like I said before, putting their content on their own platforms, or is the future of this company going to be that they're producing these shows and selling them to the highest bidder? I am very curious to see what happens here, but it looks like right now Batman Caped Crusader is going to air. We are going to see that series. There are currently no reports on the Amazing World of Gumball movie or any of the other 4 programs that were listed as the ones that were being shopped around. Fingers crossed there's a buyer for these shows, especially for me, the Gumball movie. I will be very upset if that does not air anywhere. But as of right now, the only one that looks like it is being saved, almost certain, I would say. I'd be shocked if something falls apart and a deal doesn't happen for Batman Caped Crusader. But the only one that for certain, or almost for certain, is going to be saved is Batman Caped Crusader. Fingers crossed the other 5 are saved as well, especially the Gumball movie, because we've been waiting on that one for a long time. But we'll have to wait and see on all that. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this situation. Are you guys surprised that Batman is seeing a lot of interest from Apple, Netflix, and Hulu? And And where do you think it's going to end up landing? And where do you hope the Gumball movie and the other 4 programs that were canceled from HBO Max land as well? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.